Every part of this plant smelled old and rotted. I noticed the old bulletin board on the wall. No, not down. Please go up. The board contained yellowed clippings of newspaper cartoons and notices. There were notes too from the guys that worked here. One of them was to Norman, who was one of the other guys on the line. Okay. Gut, dann lies halt nicht vor, was da drauf steht. Our old break table. The layer of dust and grime only made seeing this thing more. Ja, das waren wahrscheinlich ziemlich coole Kollegen, die du da hattest. Bevor ich hier weitermache, will ich aber jedoch erstmal draußen schauen, was da so abgeht. Oh no, fuck my life. Seriously. I found the body of a security guard, just doing his job, no doubt. His face was covered with blood from some kind of head wound. I wondered, was this flashlight his? Dug into the ground was a cracked old watch. First my wallet, now this. It looked like someone had tried to smash it. Was no use. I left it where it was. Yeah. So langsam kriege ich echt ein ungutes Gefühl, was diese Sachen angeht. Auch wenn es meine Uhr ist. Ich glaube, ich lasse sie. Und die ganze Idee von wegen, ob das Flashlight dem Security-Team gehört, gefällt mir nicht. A power panel. Looked like it was shut off. Did I push the switch? Of course I did. The power panel still wasn't working. Now it did. The open locker was stuffed with dirty work clothes and old boots. There was a photo of a woman taped to the inside, but it was scratched out and the face was unrecognizable. Power panel. It was shut tight. There was a rusty looking card slot on the side. Okay. Also denke ich mal, dass ich irgendwo eine Mitarbeiterkarte, wahrscheinlich meine sogar finden werde. Ach, schon wieder. The door had been hastily boarded up. Okay. Whatever. This was Norman's locker. The door was dented like someone had punched it. I don't remember him doing that when we worked there. Another panel? A utility shelf, crammed with mismatched tools and items. There was a claw hammer on the shelf. Did I take the hammer? That's a good question. That's a good question. Ja. Did I take the hammer? The hammer in the morning. Yes, I did. As I took the hammer, I noticed it wasn't as dusty as the rest of the tools on the shelf. Oh my god, I'm so fucked. Ja. Mit dem Hammer können wir durch die Tür gehen. Hoffe ich. Ich hab so böses Gefühl, dass ich bestenfalls eigentlich gar nichts aufheben sollte hier. I struck with the hammer the old wooden boards came apart easily. After I had removed the planks, I left the hammer on the floor. Good work, man. Okay. This was my locker, there in the factory. It stank of booze. There was a picture of Rachel on the inside. It looked like it had been torn up. I thought that I had taken that picture from when the factory closed. Yeah, strange, isn't it? There was a mess of empty booze bottles. I wondered if that man in the house had something to do with this. Well, he sure had a lot of alcohol at this place. Yeah. Ich weiß nicht. Also ich hab eine Idee, was hier so abgeht oder abgehen könnte. Aber das werde ich natürlich nicht preisgeben, weil das könnte spoilerisch sein. The locker was a complete mess. Hidden at the bottom though was a magnetic card. I slipped the keycard into my pocket. This way at least I could get in through the door. So, es müssen eigentlich alle an sein. Wir haben, glaube ich, 4 angemacht. Und soweit ich gesehen habe, waren da 4 Kabel, die ja in diese Fuse-Box-Gedöns geführt haben. Ergo sollten wir jetzt auf sicherem Wege sein. Müssen noch eins runter. Und da wir die ganzen Fusebox-Dinger anmachen mussten, würde ich erstmal sagen, wir gehen hier rein. The door opened now that the power was back on. Ich dachte, ich brauche hier another smudge of dirt, similar to the one I found in the sewers. Was on the floor. Das hört sich sehr scheiße an. A large pile of building materials and debris blocked the way. A rusted old regulator of some kind sat dusty and unused against the wall. Planks, tools, and broken up parts blocked any further passage. Okay. Falls ihr gerade irgendwelche komischen Geräusche hört, ist mein Handy. Ich werde gerade nämlich zugebombt. Verdammt, wo konnte man die Keycard benutzen? Und hier, so wie es aussieht, komme ich ziemlich eindeutig raus. A rack of flashlights hung on the wall. One of them was missing. What? The door had relocked itself? I couldn't get back through. Fuck. Okay. Das ist scheiße. My foot hit the wet ground as I exited the factory, and I almost slipped in the muck. It sent a jolt up my leg, and the pain made my eyes water. In the dim light, I could see a darkened path before me. I didn't recognize it, but I hoped it led somewhere closer to town. I wanted to get away from that dead guard. Maybe whoever killed him was still just imagining that made my back tingle, like someone was standing right behind me. Who had gone through those lockers? What was anybody at all doing in this old plant? Maybe, I thought, Norman would have any idea. His store wasn't far down the main road. I had traveled long, and then I suddenly pressed a button and skipped the text, so I couldn't finish reading it. Oh my god, I'm a fucking idiot. A pickup had smashed into the guardrail and stood silent. Was this the truck that those newspaper clippings mentioned? Was there really a body found here too? Road 62. Route 62. So, weiter geht's. Ich habe einen kurzen Blick auf mein Handy geworfen. Sorry. Dumpster. Another dumpster. Ja, ich bin viel zu neugierig. The garbage bin was a disgusting mess of rotten food and slick black bags. I saw a thin greenish corner poking out from one of the bags. It was my driver's license. It looked damaged. Ich kann mir immer eine neue holen. The license looked too beat up to be usable, and it was covered in filth. But I just left it here. Right. Sounded like it was going to start raining again. I had entered Norman's place. This was the back of the store that he ran. It was, well, oddly quiet, except for the faint sound of a television. Okay. Wieso ist die Tür offen mitten in der Nacht? Norman, Alter. Was machst du für einen Scheiß? What the hell? One of Rachel's old autumn coats hung on the rack. That was Norman's bedroom, wasn't it? What was this doing here? Inside the cabinet was a small but impressive collection of hunting rifles, shotguns, and even a few items I didn't think were legal here. One of the slots on the rack was empty. The gun I had found seemed to match the others there. If the handgun was Norman's, what the hell was he doing with it? The gun would fit there. Did I place it back in the cabinet? Ja. Ich Ich habe da echt ein böses Gefühl, dieses Ding weiter mit mir rumzuschleppen. Deswegen, yes. I carefully pushed the piece back in place and felt a great burden lifted. Oh ja, allerdings. Ich hoffe, dass ich niemanden treffen werde und mich verteidigen muss. Fuck my life. Das ist da, Leute. Oh Gott. Ach nee. The TV still flickered some indecipherable channel. Oh man. Norman? Oh no. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Norman, my co-worker, one of the few friends I had in town, lay dead beside his armchair. His face and shirt were covered in blood. It looked like he'd been shot trying to get up. His eyes were wide with shock, though. They were already drying. Norman, what was Rachel doing here? Why did she have the coat? Norman, maybe you deserved better. Probably you did. Did I close his eyes? I closed his eyelids down, shuddering as I did so. I wasn't sure if I wanted to give him peace, or if I just couldn't stand to think anymore about what was going on. Das waren wahrscheinlich ziemlich coole Kollegen, die du da hattest. Bevor ich hier weitermache, will ich aber jedoch erstmal nach draußen und schauen, was da so abgeht. Oh no, fuck my life. Seriously. I found the body of a security guard, just doing his job, no doubt. His face was covered with blood from some kind of notices. There were notes, too, from the guys that worked here. One of them was to Norman, who was one of the other guys on the line. Okay. Gut, dann lies halt nicht vor, was drauf steht. Our old break table. The layer of dust and grime only made seeing this thing more. Yeah. Every part of this plant smelled old and rotted. I noticed the old bulletin board in the wall. No, not down. Please go up. The board contained yellowed clippings of newspaper cartoons, a kind of head wound. I wondered, was this flashlight his? Dug into the ground was a cracked old watch. First my wallet, now this. It looked like someone had tried to smash it. Was no use. I left it where it was. Yeah. So langsam kriege ich echt ein ungutes Gefühl, was diese Sachen angeht. Auch wenn es meine Uhr ist. Ich glaube, ich lasse sie. Und die ganze Idee von wegen, ob das Flashlight dem Security-Team gehört, gefällt mir nicht. A power panel. Looked like it was shut off. Did I push the switch? Of course I did.